take a load off. We're going to talk NBA. NBA action coming from the Eastern Seaboard. The Phoenix Suns visiting. Phoenix Suns take on the Brooklyn Nets, a Nets team that has looked so much better the last couple of games than they looked previous to that for a long stretch. A stretch where I was pretty rough on them. In fact, I probably need to apologize to them. I called them a paint-by-numbers outfit that was easy to paint a picture of and who they were. They were bad, worse than bad. And that and the addition of Ben Simmons, the return of a healthy Ben Simmons, has made a difference, made him competitive. I still don't think this team can rally behind Jacques Vaughn. They have too many holes. While they have the ability to score, they're just not good enough defensively, and they really took some of Phoenix's best defensive pieces in that KD trade and haven't utilized them like I think they should have. They haven't, or they would be better than their defensive rating, efficiency rating says they are. Tonight, the Suns face off against the Brooklyn Nets. Matchup scheduled for the hardwood and the pizza capital of the world, the best damn pizza crust in the world in my orbit, at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Tip-off 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 here in Vegas. Now, the Suns check in as a small number, and I'll tell you why they're a small number. They should be, in my line was 5.5 or 6 in this game. Total of 233. It's right now 232.5, so pretty close on my total. But they're going to wrap up a 2-game regular season set tonight. And again, I've already apologized for behaving poorly in recent weeks, outlining this Nets team as a nothing burger and a team that opposing squads, players were circling on their locker room calendar as easy wins. Now, we both know, all of us know, that I was talking when I say this, and they're at the moment emphasis on what I believe a team was, and I'll say bad things about other teams and great things about some teams, and both will be wrong at some point in time between now and the end of the season and through the 3 months of postseason action. So, the 7-game trek that the Suns are on right now, they've been really good. They lost 2 games in this road trip, this 7-game trip, at Indy. A game that they led for, I think was 46 or 46 and a half of the 48 minutes they led. They ended up losing by 2 in a high-scoring affair, which is typical of the Pacers. And the game they lost in Miami wasn't really indicative, or in Orlando was not indicative of the final score, which was 113-98. A loss in Disney World to the Magic, a good Magic team. They took Miami to the woodshed in the last game they played, which was Monday. 118-105. Miami was never a threat on Monday, and the Suns were surprisingly, on the long losing streak that Miami was on, they were a 2.5-point road dog. Phoenix held Miami to 39.3% shooting from the field. The Suns shot nearly 50%, and if this Miami team's going to fight their way back into the postseason picture, at least fight their way back into being part of that play-in group, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 seeds, then they're going to do it defensively because they're just not good enough offensively. Heroes, he's a good shooter. He's the best of the shooters. They're young for that team, but they have to do it defensively. Butler can't go to the line 30 times a game. They're not going to win that way. They're not going to win playoff games. That's for certain. The Suns, they let the Suns shoot 50% from the floor, 14 of 40 from distance. Eric Gordon joined the big 3, and that a healthy Eric Gordon makes this Suns team offensively crazy good. The dynamics are over the top. The charts, the metrics right now with the big 3 on the floor, 135.7 points per 100 possessions. When they become a little more cohesive with Beal defensively, they'll get better. And as long as they're healthy, as long as those 3, Beal, Booker, and Durant, are healthy, this Suns team is a threat to win the West and to win the NBA title. Without one piece of those 3, they are not. That's how important it is. So we have to be careful moving forward. My advice would be you have to be careful moving forward if you're playing the Suns minus Wood, minus a big number, be it on the road. You probably won't have to do that on the road too much, but at home in particular, because these 3, especially Durant and Booker, will be sitting in the fourth quarters when they have margins, a lead, it's a margin of 10 or more. And they're happy. They know they can close games out at home, especially close them out if the game happens to get close when Durant's on the bench, they have plenty of muscle to bring in. Long story short is, buyer beware on the Suns moving forward if you're laying more than 10 points at home, because they're going to get back toward on several occasions between now and the close of the season, simply because Coach is going to give Durant, Booker, Gordon, and Beal some time off in the into the fourth quarter. So that said, tonight, Brooklyn, as good as they've been last two games, with the addition of Ben Simmons, who's right now coming off the bench, is a triple-double machine. Really, he's a triple-double threat. And it's not a crazy triple-double, 10-10-10. But he's facilitating. He's making this team better offensively, not defensively, which he should, but he's not really. 147 points they scored against Utah as a 1-point home favorite. Offensively, they're dangerous. Against the Suns, they can't keep pace. Tonight in Brooklyn, if you're in this room like I'm in this room, this war room, where the Suns are visiting the Nets, you're on the Suns minus the number. I'm Tony Finn. Hope to see you tomorrow.